ask about your Outlier ID, please only share your Outlier ID and not your personal email. Also, regarding QA score, yeah, we are aware of uh, those issues that there are some reviews without feedback. So we cannot change the QA scores, but you can share any inconsistencies in the feedback collection thread. And then for the task availability and project assignment, this is fully managed by the client, so we cannot assign it to any specific project. Also, we don't have any control over which project appears on your dashboard. So also, yeah, do not ask QMs to assign you to any project or why the project is not available to you, because yeah, not all projects are available to every contributor. So it's normal that you see different project than the others. Also, yeah, we don't have any information on when new tasks will be uploaded. It is yeah, managed by the client. So, but if we have information about that, we will inform you via email or in the Outlier community announcement. And so, for example, if you have Ether available in your Outlier and your Multimango has projects, but yeah, even if they are EQ and you have access to Outlier Timer, it means that your account is all good and there's no need for you to ask QMs to check your account. And then, so for today's, we're going to have updates for this project, Levesis ELO, and for the PTT audio test set transcription. And let's move on with Live SS ELO. So here's some update of just today. So for the technical issues, like no active run configuration, model not found, scenario unavailable, model not responding, or task in English or cannot task to model, please check the post in the announcement for workaround. And then if the model is consistently not responding after like waiting for 5 to 10 minutes, or after you have one to two tasks, we recommend pausing tasking and check back again later. So for today, there's a new updated tasking link. So please use this new designated tasking link. It ends with 8798. So please do not use the 8321 link anymore, right? So yeah, you should not use any of the old links. So only use this uh, updated link. And then for the in-task guidelines update, so the client has updated the in-task guidelines. So you can see this in the Multimango platform. So please go through it carefully before tasking. Here's some major update: error clusters, severity rubrics. So when you are writing your rationale or justification, explicitly state the severity level, like minor, moderate, or major. So you should mention this in your rationale, and identify every specific instance for each error cluster. For example, in turn one, you experience minor errors, so you will mention in your justification that in turn one there's a minor error cluster error, and then for example in turn four there's a moderate. Then you should mention, you do not write everything, yeah, in one justification. It's you will specify every instance in your justification. And then for minor, it's small errors like typo or minor formatting issues that do not impact the overall clarity or utility. And then if it's moderate, if there's some noticeable errors or omission that degrade quality, or it requires extra user effort to understand but do not invalidate the primary response. And then if it's major, uh, the error is severe, factual inaccuracy, like direct instruction failures, safety violations, or errors that rendered the output unhelpful or incorrect. And then in the error cluster, let's see. Yeah, in the error cluster taxonomy, please check out also the in-task guidelines for detailed descriptions of the error cluster severity level. So yeah, you can see this when you open the task. So yeah, before you task, make sure to read the new update in the in-task guidelines. And let's move on with some of the common errors. Yeah, for the scenario adherence, we evaluate here if the user follow the scenario given and if they make the best effort attempt to enact it as written. So the common failures are like the conversation is too short, the conversation does not follow the assigned scenario and requirements, or the user only partially completed the assigned task. So we recommend to read the what to do section carefully before you begin and make sure that all the requirements are met. So you can also check whether a minimum number of turns is required. So if it is, make sure that the conversation meets the requirement. So if in the what to do section, it mentioned uh, that you should have like uh, 10 turns, then you should have 10 turns. So make sure that the conversation should stay focused on the assigned scenario. So do not change the topic or objective, and then watch for conversation that sounds scripted or overly generic. So the interaction should naturally test the skills listed in the scenario. And then for the scenario coherence, we check if the user act out the assigned scenario consistently with both models. So the user should keep the same goal and follow the same scenario with both models. So they should ask the same or equivalent question to each model. And then the conversation length between both models should remain reasonably balanced. So our recommendation, make sure to ask both models for a similar level of detail. And then for the scenario, you should stay the same for both models. For example, if the task is about scheduling a medical appointment, so you should not ask one model to reschedule the appointment and ask the other model to reschedule an airplane flight. So, yeah, it's a big no-no. And compare the entire conversation, not just the opening prompt. So the length, the depth, and overall goal should remain similar throughout the conversation. So avoid cases where one model has significantly more turns than the other. Yeah, for example, model A has 14, then model B has only 6. So that's an auto fail. And then for the adversarial user, we check if the user tried to manipulate the evaluation. So the common failures are, annotators use the exact same pre-written script for both models, even when the models respond differently. And annotators ignore a model follow-up question just to stay with the script. And annotator ignores responses that do not support their preferred outcome. So make sure that you think of the conversation like an interview. Yeah, the main goal should stay the same, but the speaker's follow-up questions should change naturally based on the model's responses. And using a scripted opening is acceptable, but after that, you should respond naturally to each model's replies and follow-up questions. Yeah, you should interact with both models in the same way and give each model an equal opportunity to complete the scenario. And now let's proceed with PTT audio test set. So so just like the same before, the common errors are the transcribing incorrect or wrong language. So some annotators are transcribing audio that are not in the correct language. For example, the task is in Malay and then the audio is Hindi, but the annotator still transcribe it. So please reject the audio that is in a wrong language. So for example, just like I said, if it's in Malay but the audio is Indonesian, reject the task by selecting wrong language. So you can click can transcribe and then select the wrong language. So for example, your language is Hindi but the audio is in Urdu, reject the task by selecting wrong language. Or for example, it's in English, you select, for example, Tagalog, but then it's in English and you understand English, please do not task uh, on do not transcribe uh, other languages. So yeah. And reject the audio if it is completely unintelligible, corrupted, fails to load, or contains no speech at all. Okay, I hope this is clear. And okay, that's it. We can now proceed with the questions. And yeah, so I think yeah, the chat now is open, but please post your question only once and do not spam the chat so that we can easily address all the question. Right? So also for those who have raised their hand, please um prepare your outlier ID so that if we ask for your ID, we can also easily check your issues. All right, let's move on with Pongsak.
Hi. Well, actually, today I have a problem with the latest task from Multimango, the one called PTT test set transcription,
Mm-mm.
and the problem is every task I click, they are all foreigner. It's not my language.
Yeah, for that case, you should skip until you get the correct language.
I want to ask that skip, of course, I would do it, but should I also push the time? I mean, have doing with the timer in the outline platform?
Yeah, if for example you've been skipping for like 5 minutes or so, uh, and you still didn't get the correct language, I think you can pause the timer. Yeah,
Oh,
just to be
okay.
safe.
Because actually, there are more than 10. From yesterday until today, this morning, I
Mm,
haven't get any of my Thai language task yet. So
yeah.
that's why I want to ask from your advice. What should I do? Should I uh, skip the task for a moment and try later, sometime in the afternoon again, something like that, or just keep doing the pressing the timer every task that I face it.
I think, wait, let me find the announcement about that. So for the PTT audio test set, for example, if you've been skipping for uh,
Let's say
like
that I haven't get any Thai language, which is my native language yet.
Yeah, let me check also if it's available for Thai.
Do you want me to send you the outline ID?
No, no, it's okay. Let me check. Yeah. So for that, oh yeah, there is. Um, yeah. So for example, you've been skipping for like 5 minutes, and then pause the timer, and then um, for example, today you did not submit any task for PTT or the test set. Please try again after like the next day or after 2 days, like that.
Okay. I'm not sure whether for the Thai task uh, there is no more uh, there's no available anymore for this project. I'm not sure.
Um, yeah, there is. I check now and there is available task. So I
So I
think
should do like check from time to time, right?
yeah, you can check from time to time. But when checking if there's available task, you can turn off the timer. If you can just turn it on when you confirm that there's available task.
Okay, so at the moment I should check from time to time because I don't want to, keep on pushing the timer every time when I face the foreign language because there
Yeah.
are plenty of it.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay,
So check first.
okay. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Um. Moamen, I think you posted your question in the chat. Do you still have question or it's already? I think yeah, we can skip because yeah, Liang is
Hi.
already yeah, Liang is already checking your account. Um,
Okay, so I keep in the chat. I still
yes,
interested
yes,
in the chat.
yes,
Okay.
please. All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Uh, Pritam, Sarkar.
Yeah, hi.
Hello.
Yeah, I already mentioned in the chat that in my Outlier dashboard, sometimes it's showing continue onboarding and sometimes it's showing continue tasking. But in Multimango platform, there is 3 to 4 tasks is already available. Okay,
Yeah.
and you have mentioned the tasks or that also available in the Multimango platform. So should I start by running the HubStuff timer in Multimango platform?
We don't use HubSpot anymore. So if
Okay,
there's continue onboarding on your dashboard, please take that continue onboarding because there's no other way for us to remove the course and you cannot track the time if there's a pending course. So you should finish the pending course.
okay. So we will not worry about the HubStuff, right?
Yes, there's no HubSpot anymore. We are using the outlier timer.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, Rajan, Bishwa, Parma. Can you unmute? I'm trying to unmute me. Rajan. Oh, there's an issue with your end. Okay, let's move on with Jan Jurala. Yeah, Jan Jurala.
Hello, ma'am.
Hello.
Yeah, my outlier onboarding is failed, ma'am. Can you check once?
Oh yeah, please share your outlier ID.
And multi-mango task, I under unavailable action class.
Yeah, we don't have action acting to us anymore. Let me check.
There is no more action class, ma'am.
As far as I know, the acting class is EQ, and yeah, unfortunately,